6. We are discussing about Coulomb's law in vector form. For that there are two charges, that is q1, and at a distance r there is q2. That there are positive charges. Force acting on q2 is in this direction and it is represented by vector F21, and force acting on q1 is in this direction, which is vector F12, and let there is a unit vector in this direction that is called r cap 21, which is in the direction of this direction, and in this direction also suppose there is a unit vector that is r cap 12. So now let us see the equation for these two forces. This first one is vector F12, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r12. Actually r12 is the distance between the two charges, so r12 square into r cap 12, where r cap 12 is a unit vector directing from q2 charge to q1 charge. Similarly, there is another force, that is vector F21, force acting on 2 due to 1, and that can be represented by 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r21 square into r cap 21, where r cap 21 is a unit vector directing from charge 1 to charge 2. So we can see that actually these two forces, that is vector F12 and vector F21, are same in magnitude, because all of them are same, only difference is the unit vector, and that gives the direction which are opposite. So if you write in this manner, we have to give a negative sign here. One is a negative of the other vector. Now the 13th question: what is the force between two small charged spheres having charges 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb and 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb placed 30 centimeter apart in air? So there are two charges here that is drawn in this figure, and coulomb is the SI unit, and r is the distance which is given in centimeter, so you have to convert it into meter. So there are 4 steps in doing numerical problems. In the 4 steps, first step is writing down the terms given. So look at here, this is the first step. q1 is written, q2 is written in SI units, coulombs, and r is written. It was 30 centimeter, it is to be converted to SI, that is meter, 10 raised to minus 2 meter. The first step is over. Now comes the second step. The second step is writing down the equation. So here is the equation for the force, F equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r square. So that step is also over. Now the third step. Third step is the most important step, that is substitution step. So in this step we are giving values to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 as 9 into 10 raised to 9, and giving the values of q1, q2, r the square. And later the calculation is done like this. All the numericals are multiplied here and here, and the powers are multiplied separately, and when the numerical part is multiplied we get 54 in the numerator, and in the denominator we get 900, and powers also finally we got F equal to 0.06 into 10 raised to minus 1. That's the value we got, and we had to write down the SI unit of what we have got. We have got the force. So what is the SI unit of force? Yes, it is Newton. Now we move on to another thing, that is force between multiple charges, that we are using with using the principle of superposition in vectors. So we have got three charges q1, q2 and q3 in space, and our aim is to find out the final force or total force, the total force acting on the charge q1 due to the presence of the other two charges. So this is an introduction. Now first of all we will find out the force acting on q1 due to q2. Later we will find the force acting on q1 due to q3, and finally we add both of them to find the final force. Okay, so starting with the force acting on q1 due to this q2, and that is termed as vector F12. So we already know what is vector F12. It is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r12 square r cap 12.